Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live edition of the podcast. And the reason why we are live, well, let's just say that that was an incredible game. I, I have honestly no words. I thought that excuse me, after Andre Palat scored, I honestly thought that that game was over, but it wasn't. Um, we kind of killed our demons a little bit, and it seemed like every time for some reason it seems like every time we play Czechia, it seems like they just never, like, we're never able to beat them. So in a very long time, it seems like ever since we beat them in that World Juniors, um, we haven't we haven't been able to beat them since. Not just in like junior play, but in like senior play as well. We just haven't been able to beat them, and we finally did for the first time in a long time, and it feels great. But I thought it was over. I think a lot of people thought that was over after Palat scored that goal. But it was a great game. I think that it needs to continue to happen. Is that better? There we go. I'm just gonna wait till hopefully some people see the post and everything like that, the story, all that stuff. See if anybody calls in here. But today we're doing a bit of the live edition of the podcast because I mean this will be also on YouTube as something that people can view. Um, uh, I am trying to see. I'm trying to see. This is all new to me, so I'm trying to see if how I can do this. But yeah, no, I'm live right now. Eventually, I'm gonna be doing a recap of the game. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Share. There we go. Um, there we go. Got that. I feel we can actually do all this on my phone a lot better. Oh, we have a viewer. Who the hell's on? Hello. We'll venture do a recap of the game. Just give me a second as I'm trying to get everything set up here. This is my first time being live on YouTube, by the way. I've never been live on YouTube. I've been live on Facebook a couple times, but being actually live on YouTube is pretty cool. Oh, I think we got it. Yes. And we should be. Hey, we will be. There we go. I think we finally got it. especially on the phone, which is a lot better than. Oh, still posting. There we go. People will see it. Enough people will see it. I guess you know what? I guess we should probably just do a recap of this, and then if anybody drops in with any questions or anything like that, I will answer them. Um, so Canada comes out to a better start than what they have been getting. Uh, McDavid McDavid speeds into the zone, able to set up Macklin Salvini, and Salvini with his fifth goal of the Olympics. For a 19-year-old to have that big of an impact is incredible, and I think that he should be getting a lot more minutes. Especially now since Crosby is hurt. We don't know how long he's going to be hurt for. He should be on that first power play unit a lot more. Um, if you guys hear any of the anything back when I have the Swiss Finland game on background out there, I'm actually in my. I guess you could call it my office now, but it's like my bedroom. Okay, so hello, Josh. 2012 MD Mustangs. I mean that team there was it was a pretty special team, that 2012 MD Mustangs, but I mean I was never I I'm a huge obviously if, a lot of people are in here that know me. I helped out with the with Milton District for which is a school in Ontario. I was a big helper of them for a long time until the pandemic, and then that went away because of the pandemic. But yeah, no, the 2012 team was something special, and team GM. Yes, no, I was the team GM. I'm still, and a lot of the old coaches are still there. They consider me still part of the team, even though now I'm moving about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Milton. But no, it was a fun ride during that time. But that's the past, and now looking at the present. And Team Canada, they are a very, very good team, and I think they are still the favorites to win the gold medal. Not going to the American media, who's already kind of crowned them as gold medalist in hockey, but they're in for a tough one today against Sweden, which the US hasn't beaten Sweden in 66 years at the Olympics when it comes to hockey. So we'll see how that goes. I think I honestly don't think that USA is really that great of a team. I mean, I don't think that they're as good of a team as people think they are, and I think they can easily be beaten by Sweden. Sweden to me has a lot more skill, in my opinion, a lot more skill than the Americans. I think the Americans tried to play more of the very aggressive body style of game, but it'll be a really good game to watch. I'll be watching it. I'll definitely be watching it this afternoon. We're still at 11 o'clock in the morning, but no, it'll be fun. Anyways, let's get back to the recap as I actually have to look up look up all the stats, like the scoring plays and all that on my phone. The reason I'm getting people like coming in, seeing this. Hello, everybody that's in here, Josh? Well, yeah, no, that's true. I mean, Matthew and Brady Kachuk, you can't let them get under your skin. Yeah, it almost seemed like the Czechs were trying to do that with Canada, and especially try to get under Tom Wilson's skin. But uh, U.S. is U.S. Feel like the U.S. just tries to play off of Matthew and Brady Kachuk, and just like those two guys be the pest of the team, and then like try to run through them, which Canada will easily be able to deter that, especially with all the leadership that really Canada has on that team. Like, I mean, most of their team is captains of other of a lot of the NHL teams. So I think Canada. I wouldn't say a cakewalk. I mean, today wasn't a cakewalk for Canada against the Czechs, but it's always like that against the Czechs. For some reason, we can't totally beat the Czechs. I just don't. It always seems like after the 2023 World Junior Final, just seems like we can't beat the Czechs. And juniors and seniors, we just can't. We can't beat them. And it's always been like that. It's been like that for the past few years. And we finally did it tonight. Well, today. And we'll see how the rest of the Olympics goes. Like, I mean, we still have two more games. We know we have two more games. It could be gold, could be bronze. I think it's going to be gold. I think Canada's the best team remaining out of everybody. Like, I mean, everybody still has growing. Every team has a weakness. I think Canada does have a weakness. I think Canada's D core isn't the best D core in the Olympics. Like, I mean, I'll take Kill Makar over anybody, but wouldn't you? But I think that the rest of the D core is is interesting. They play their part, and that's all you ask for an international team. You play your part, and you allow it. You manufacture out of that, and that's what Canada did today. Their top guys were their top guys, but everybody else played their part, and everybody was very happy with it. So we were all very happy with how everybody played their part today, and we just think that it needs to be a better start, and it always comes down to that, right? It just comes down to better to better starts. So Canada needed that today, and they got off to a better start. But the end of the first period wasn't the greatest, and that's where we get to. Uh, Especially when you have now Jordan Bennington made some key saves at the end of the game, but there were some that I felt that, well, especially the first goal that the Czech scored was a very actually, really, I don't even blame Bennington for a lot of the goals. I'll be honest. I don't blame Bennington for any goals, and I feel like Bennington played. Bennington made the key saves when he needed to, but I think he needs to have that very, very dominant game where he shuts down everything. and it just seems like he never truly has that, right? He never truly has that game, like full game. I'm not talking about parts of games. I'm talking about a full game where he steals you the game. But Ghana hasn't really had that yet. Tonight was a terrific game on both ends, and and yeah, it was a terrific game on both ends, and loved how loved how they both teams played. Except when it came down to when Czechia had the lead, all Czechia did, they didn't really care about the offense. They just went into shell and just dumped the puck out of zone. And at some point, when you have when you're facing a very good team, just like Canada, just like Canada did, at some point, you're going to go, you're going to see a goal go in. So there you go. And that's what happened. Nick Suzuki with the tip in from the point. A beautiful goal. Made it, tied it up. We get to overtime, and Czechia kind of just let Marner walk right down the middle and backhand pass Lucas Dostal, which I don't think anybody really, not a lot of people really thought that would happen, but Czechia just let him walk down the middle. Like, that was it. That was it. I mean, we're happy with the way that they played, and we'll see what happens next game. Um, let's see. Earlier today was Slovakia and Germany. Slovakia beat Germany 6-2. Slovakia is a very underrated club, but they are kind of being carried by the young guys, which is very good to hear. Germany just doesn't have Germany doesn't have enough. Like, I mean, they have Draisaitl, they have Stutzla, they have uh, Cider, they have Lucas Reichel. They have NHL talent, but all they have to depend on really is Cider, Draisaitl, and Stutzla. And Slovakia is a very well coached team. I mean, their biggest gun right now is a guy who's drafted first overall by Montreal, Slavkovsky. He hasn't really been that first overall pick, but in international play, he's always been terrific. But even I was shocked when he got selected first overall that time, because he should not have been for a first overall pick. There were other guys in that draft that are better than him, but that's the NHL draft. NHL draft, they always seem to a lot of teams go with what they want than best player available, which is how you should be most of the time. But in that draft, it was there were definitely players that have been better in that draft. Um, yeah, no, Slovakia beat Germany 6-2. Right now, if I remember correctly, it's Swiss beating Finland 2-0 was the last time I checked it. That was the score. I have to go ahead and check that in a little bit. But yeah, just give me 1 second here as seeing if there's any news. Well, actually, there is a bit of news. Carolina yesterday signing Brendan Bussey to a 3-year contract extension. Good on him. He's been he's been the thing that has helped out huge for Carolina being good. But now that kind of runs Carolina into a situation where they have a lot of a lot of good NHL goaltending, and not enough time. You have Freddie Anderson, you have Pedor Kachetkov, you have Brandon Bussey. Um, just give me a second here. Yeah, it was a 3-year, $55.7 million contract, which is very good. And that's a great deal for Carolina. No, I want salary cap. No, it was a live, this is a live podcast, but it'll be shown on YouTube after. Let's see here. Fyodor Kachetkov, Freddie Anderson, Brandon Bussey. They have, Caden Primo. I just forgot about him. Uh, they have four somewhat NHL caliber goaltenders. If you consider Caden Primo one, yeah, I saw him play this year in Toronto. He's not that good. Yeah, he played for Toronto. He had an 838 save percentage. He's done well in Chicago. He has a 917 save percentage in Chicago in 21 games. But with Toronto, he was not good. Well, I mean, he was kind of thrust into a situation in Toronto where they needed a guy because they didn't think Dennis Hildeby was ready, which he is ready. Dennis Hildeby is an NHL caliber goaltender. He is, but nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. There are rumors that Philadelphia does want to trade for him, and I think there's also rumors that Philadelphia also wants to try and get Anthony Stolarz. So we will see how that all plays out. We'll see how that all plays out when it comes to the Leafs goaltending. I think that's the biggest. It might be one of the biggest topics when it comes into the off season. Do we run with Stolarz and Woll, or um, or do we run? Or do we keep Stolarz and Woll, or do we get Hildeby some NHL action as like the backup, or do we trade Hildeby? Because I think you trading Hildeby would not be a bad thing because Hildeby is an NHL caliber goaltender, and you will easily you'll easily fetch a good return for Dennis Hildeby. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna check the Swiss Finland score. Okay, I'm back. So Swiss is still beating Finland 1-0, and yeah. So our winter so far this year has been pretty bad, and it's snowing again. How fun! More fucking snow. Yeah, I don't care about my language. It's not. I've already said this is not made for kids, and this will always not be made for kids. Uh, yeah, no, we're about to get close to 30 centimeters of snow up here, but it could be more because it's Aurelia and we've had about enough. Um, oh, if you hear it in the background, Finland just scored to make it 2-1. If not, Finland just scored to make it 2-1. Oh, hmm. I just saw a post here on Instagram from Bar Down. Czechia appears to have gotten away with a pretty blatant too many men infraction on Andre Parat's third period goal. And if you can see there, there's six pers celebrating the goal. Now I don't actually know if there was six pers on the ice or not, but going to Bar Down there was. Oh, there's Roberto Luongo, another Finland Bar Down. Roberto Luongo saying Marner was born to wear the maple leaf on his chest. Nice. And it and out of all the people too, that it was Mitch Marner to score that overtime goal. Yeah, another friend I just saw on Instagram. Celebrating a Canada win, only to realize it comes with a referendum on Mitch Marner. Oh, what's this? That's all. That's something else. Um, it's even more special. I have my son here with me. Yeah, so you can see the instant reactions right now of the Canadian people, especially me, that we're in a celebratory mood right now. But we still got we still got two more games. Hopefully, it continues with the. I kind of hope that Canada does come out better in this next game. But it's going to be a tough one. We all know that every game's a tough one from here on out, especially in the knockout one round. Every game is tougher. Every game will be tougher, and I mean, tomorrow, a Canadian woman, a U.S. woman, again, like I've said, if you've watched my podcast, I've said many times before, Canada and the U.S. in the final, again, as it always is in every women's event, except 2006. But that was Canada, Sweden, and we all know what happened in that final. That was not even close. Uh, Canada, I don't give them the biggest chance to win against the U.S. in women's hockey. If if I'll be honest, I think U.S. is going to win that game. I think they're a better team than the women's Canadian team. I just think that they're a lot faster. If you watch the first game between them, those that USA was skating circles around Canada, and I think Canada's starting to get up there in age. I think that they need to start getting the younger players in. But that's the problem with Canadian hockey is that one, it's too damn expensive, and it is very expensive to play hockey in Canada. And two, um, a lot of politics are still involved in Canadian hockey, which sometimes when it comes to hockey, it needs to slow down on the politics, and it should be able to go to game by itself. There's also an announcement. I would like to make an announcement. There is a special podcast coming out on Saturday. Um, Especially when Saturday is the men's gold medal game. We'll find out who goes to that game. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Friday the men play, but we know that the gold medal finals, are at 8 in the morning on Saturday. That's because it's the last day of the Olympics, and they want to get the Olympics done and over with. So usually the gold medal game is one of the very last things to happen on that day. So we'll see if Canada makes it. Anyways, for anybody that has watched this, or even anybody that will watch this after the live stream, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Um, and we'll see you on Saturday for the next episode of the podcast.